What is going on, everybody? My name is Strix and I'm here for another everything arc on my channel. Today we have a ton of news to talk about, so make sure you guys sit down, buckle in, and stay here for the 10 or 15 minutes. We're going to be talking about everything going on in the arc community, and if you guys are going to enjoy, make sure you guys do not leave the video without dropping a like and subscribing if you're new. And without further ado, make sure you guys join my Discord. It's down in the pinned comment below as well, and that's where you can contact me if needed and all of the sort. I usually respond unless you're asking for a tribe to join, which is obviously never going to happen. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah. And for our first story here, 626 was troll fobbed on by 48 gang in Blackout, but it was quickly pushed off after about 6 hours. Not much damage was done other than a few soaking here and there, and that was a third troll fob in about a week. That's what I was told by UWS at least. And then later that week, 48 gang and Clowns, which Clowns is basically salty Indians, they ended up troll fobbing on server 66 once again and finishing the entire server, basically wiping out UWS's last, or one of their last islands that's actually public. So that's really unfortunate for UWS. We'll see how they respond, whether they go fob up on Clowns or 48, we'll see. But our next one here comes from 100% Savages. They ended up dropping a troll fob on server 295, which is a Dark Souls 99 server. Dark Souls used to or may still be built on 991, that's their extinction. But I do know that 295, which is their island, ended up getting troll fobbed on. I believe that's an island, I could be wrong, but I don't know any information whether it was wiped or anything of the sort. But I'm guessing it was pushed considering there was nothing else said about it. And it was probably pushed fairly quickly, like I said, considering there was nothing said about the wipe or anything of the sort. And our next one here comes from Panic Gang. I don't have much information on the story like the previous story, but they ended up setting up a Glowtail fob on server 816, Panic Gang being the ones that are actually attacking. And it was pushed off fairly quickly, other than just a few tames dying here and there. There was no damage done or any of the sort, so good job on 99 for pushing Panic Gang out of their Glowtail cave. Our next one here, Boonk 99, Rogue Squad, and LK 99 ended up fobbing up on server 530, which is a 7sin server. I'm not sure who 7sin is with, to be honest. I believe they left 99 a few weeks ago. If I'm not mistaken, this is related to the story where it was basically a civil war on their Aberration server. I believe I talked about this a few weeks ago. And then 7sin ended up getting wiped on their Aberration because they ended up leaving Panic Gang, or 99, sorry. They ended up leaving 99, and it basically was a civil war on the server. And then they were going to join Panic Gang, but they didn't. If anybody wants to clarify that down in the comments, feel free. I believe I'm wrong on that, but I do know that they used to be a part of one of the alliances until they left. Last week, 99 fobbed on server 1008, which is a main PG extinction server, and the fob was there for a few days, and his Panic Gang ended up being, I guess, forced to opt out of the server due to the fact that they were getting pushed and they were outnumbered. 99 ended up soaking the last building that was standing on 1008 and ended up wiping the entire server. And it was a legit war from both sides. From what I could see, 99 had a lot of fun, and so did Panic Gang. Even though Panic Gang ended up getting wiped over there, it was a really good war. And from what I could see, they defended very well, at least for the most part, until they had to opt out. But GG both sides over there. Next one here comes from Wu-Tang. They ended up setting up a mesh fob on server 1000 in retaliation for a treehouse fob set on their server a few weeks back. This was on their Aberration. I believe it was 789. Panic Gang ended up setting up a treehouse fob and wiping out most of the server. But soon after, they ended up setting down a mesh fob, pulled a mesh desert titan and all that, and just a bunch of BS, and they said they were attacking a mesh base, which they could have been. But soon after, GM Kratos ended up joining the server, and as you know, Kratos is like the Tobita of Xbox, and flew around on a level 1 million or 1 billion Wyvern, and was basically PvPing with 99 problems. I don't have a clip of it, but it's confirmed reports by just about everybody. But if I did have a clip, I'll post it in my Discord, or if I do get a clip after this video goes up, I'll post it in my announcements in the Discord, because it sounds pretty funny if you're getting PvP'd by a dev on a level 1 billion Wyvern just flying around having a pick battle, etc. But soon after, Kratos ended up getting off his Wyvern and basically just dev wiping the fob. 99 did no damage and soaked 0 bullets in the time of the fob being dropped and the time of it being there. So that's unfortunate, but obviously it was wiped. So that's really unfortunate that they ended up setting up a mesh fob and got dev wiped for it. Luckily, nobody got banned though, so that's interesting. But I'll let you guys know if there's any updates on that. For our next one here, Most Hated ended up dropping a 20-man troll fob on server 337, which is a no-skill server, a no-skill 99 server, I should say. And then soon after, 99 ended up getting a lot of numbers onto the server, but Most Hated kept their fob up for quite a few hours. And then Most Hated ended up wiping the first part of no skill just luck space on server 337. And then numbers on the side started to drop due to them apparently 255 in the server in order for PG's Titans to starve, which is basically confirmed. It's in the gameplay. I streamed this, and obviously there's no reason that it should have been 255. It's not rag lag when it's 255 for that long. But they ended up losing numbers due to the fact that they were DDoSing, and then no skill allegedly ended up going over to PG's extinction and DDoSing that as well in order for Most Hated to not be able to tame any more Titans or any of the sort. So that's unfortunate, but the fob ended up getting pushed after a few hours, but there was a lot of tames that ended up dying in the process. There was a 3v8 gigafight. That's when I first joined, and PG ended up winning the 3v8 gigafight. And then after the server hit 255 ping, it was basically like the enemy mechs destroying the spam, which enemies being 99. And then it was just basically the server went to normal ping right after all the spam was destroyed, and they were able to set up a pillbox, and basically the fob was pushed from there. So GG over on 99 side for pushing the troll fob, and GG on Most Hated. Even though you guys didn't have numbers, you kept the fob up pretty well. And over on server 948, Horde ended up dropping a fob, later calling in PG for backup when Horde fell in numbers. Obviously late at night, that's what happens. And after lots of rag lag and supposed DOS, Horde and PG remained on the server. And then Horde ended up wiping multiple counter fobs along with everything of the sort. And then allegedly, they ended up starting to mesh. And then after all the meshing was done, Horde ended up struggling on 948, which they lost numbers obviously due to the constant rag lag and everything of the sort. And then Horde's fob was finally pushed by I guess it was the 99 server. And yeah, that's really unfortunate, but I'll keep you guys updated if I find anything else or any, like, I guess legit proof of DDoS or anything of the sort. So make sure you guys join my Discord. And our next one here, Muslim Farmer, as you guys know, that's an infamous mesher in the ARK community. He ended up wiping Bad Company's Bear Cave base on server 887. Then Bad Company ended up DDoSing the server. It was obvious that it was Bad Company DDoSing, there's no disputing that. An attempt to escape with the leftover loot, but obviously their attempts were futile in a sense. But Muslim Farmer ended up getting into the cave and completely wiping it out, which then Panic Gang ended up later dropping a counter fob in, which is really weird. They ended up counter fobbing the 60 gangs fob on the server, but that was quickly wiped soon after. But GG on both sides over there. Panic Gang dropped an underwater Pro K fob on server 8, which is owned by Plague. I believe Plague is a PFG tribe. I could be wrong in that. I know they're a part of the enemies of Panic Gang, obviously. And then it's obvious, Bryce even put it in the Panic Gang Discord. He ended up meshing Blue Ob in response to the mesh fob on server 1000, which I guess is justified in a sense, due to the fact that obviously there was no damage done, but Bryce ended up dropping the entire Blue Ob over on server 8, which I don't know what to say about that. I can't really condone that or condone the meshing, but I guess it's justified in a sense. But good job on both sides over there. Our next one here, SE ended up wiping and infected 99's main building on server 1015. There's tons of tech loot and tames, not as much as last week's with all the mesh bases being wiped, but this week there was quite a few bases being wiped. No mesh bases from what I could see, but good job on SE over there. But then soon after, SE ended up wiping Hyperion's main building on server 920. I believe 920 is a rag. I believe they're built on Scorchplat, if I'm not mistaken, along with meat running more than half of the base. The only thing that remains is a breeding pen. There was no loot gained, but there was a massive meat run in the process. So good job on SE over there. I believe they're on Panic Gang's side of the war. Obviously, they're attacking 99, which I don't know if they're with Panic Gang, but if anybody wants to confirm or deny that, feel free down in the comments. Next one here, as I talked about prior, PG ended up counterfobbing on 887 and Bear Cave, which lasted about a day until 60 Gang ended up sending a unbanned Terra with a C4 strapped to it, resulting in the main death wall in the Bear Cave, or in the fob per se, to be pushed. And it was basically like a C4 on the Terra. As you guys know, the Terra flies really slow. Panic Gang put all their turrets on players only, which resulted in the C4 not being shot or blown up at all. But the Terra went straight up to the turrets. They whistled attack target on it, and it was basically a GG. 6 times damage, and C4 does not go well together. So good job on 60 Gang for pulling that off. I don't know how you guys pulled that off without Panic Gang noticing that there's a Terra flying around their fob. But you know, that's how it be sometimes. So GG both sides over there. And for our next story here, 99 ended up fobbing on server 1046, which is a PG extinction server. It's one of their main extinctions, which obviously it's going to come with brute force in the process. But 99 was building the fob very quickly when PG went into the mesh with the rocket Quetzal. And there's no denying that. I'm in PG. I'm not even going to deny that. They were obviously in the mesh with the fucking Quetzal, just shooting. Oh, demonetized. But they were in the mesh shooting with the Quetzal, and they shot rockets basically into the map, which ended up wiping out 99's fob. So GG on 99 for playing fair over there. That's unfortunate that your fob got meshed, but I guess it's justified considering the 1000 mesh maybe. Although 99 was met with brute force on server 8 and that server, so I'll keep you guys updated on why they ended up meshing the fob in my Discord. And for our last story here, 99 Pumps ended up fobbing on Panic Gang's main server, which is server 48. 48 has not opened a channel for it yet in the PG Discord, and is only sending people to other servers to troll, while Salty Endings and others that are built on the server set up a push to wipe 48's fob. From what I can see, 48 is going very well considering they haven't opened a channel for it yet, but it's looking to be very coordinated over on Panic Gang's side and 99's side, so I'll keep you guys updated. This is going to be a massive war, and I'll keep you guys updated. So make sure you guys subscribe, and you will have the latest news on the 48 fob and everything when I upload a video next week. So make sure you guys do all that. Make sure you guys join my Discord. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share the video with anybody that may or may not be interested. Even if they're not interested, just send it to them. They might check it out, and they might like what they see, and they might like the gameplay even. So you might get somebody to play Ark. You never know. You might get a longtime friend. But there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Strix, and I hope you guys went on to enjoy. Adios. Log out, Mason. Log out. Yo, he's heavy. Come here, Quetzal. I got the Quetzal grapple. Get it. Kill the Quetzal,